Where's my camera? Is that my camera here, yeah? Jeez, what are you saying? Okay, so...
And they're all rolling, yeah?
Yeah, we're rolling. We're rolling. Okay, cool. So, okay, we're back, man. We've got a new hub. We're here in Peckham. So, yeah.
I feel like I'd rather say starting than back, personally.
Bruv, we're back, man.
But you know what I'm like. So.
Nah, man, we're back. We're always back. Do you know what I mean? But to be honest, I'll take your word on starting because everything is an opportunity to have a new beginning.
Yeah. Fresh.
Do you know what I mean? Because everything ends, and that's fine. Because a lot of people are afraid of endings.
Yeah.
But then they don't really take on the fact that when something ends, there's an opportunity for a new beginning.
It's a new beginning.
So
that thing an hour ago is gone. It's gone.
It's that thing you just said a second ago.
Yeah, I'm working on the next hour personally. But yeah, sorry.
Let me just apologize here for my lisp right now. For those of you that might be seeing, man's got the bling in his mouth. You get me? Ladies love. It's just a cap, and it's just a look. But if you start hearing that my voice, or I start having
ladies love what you, and then say this cap.
Yeah, what the ladies love, isn't it?
No, it's cap.
But yeah, so it's just a cap. It might mess with my speech, but it's just a look, just something new. But we're here. Dads Are Us. We're back. Myself and Danny, as I always say, it's not another podcast. It's a platform, a safe space for us as men, dads in particular, to speak and share our human experience from our perspective. And we also want to speak to our mothers, our ladies, and just, you know what I mean? And get from their perspective. But we want you guys to kind of listen and hear what it is that we're saying. And also, I guess, be the leading example of the change we want to see. Do you know what I mean? So on that note, I hope that you guys could understand everything I just said because man's got the cap in. You know what I mean? Hey, make sure you get the bling when I do this.
Yeah, ding. No sound effects. Yeah, we ain't doing just everyday content. That's all over the internet. We need to add some substance. You know
Dan, man.
It's strong. No, it's strong. It wasn't me that made it though.
It was Shan.
You talk to Shan still.
Yeah, Shan's in the background and that.
It is strong.
It's strong.
But what's going on, Indy? How's things?
Do you know what, bro? Everything is going in and nothing is going in at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, because, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it does. I get
there's not anything specific that I've got to tell you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But there's also so much happening in life.
Yeah.
That I could share with you.
It's like, man's busy. Busy doing what, bro? I'm busy.
I'm just busy being.
I can't even pinpoint which direction is the right one and whatever man's specifically doing, but I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing and being. And I'm making sure whatever it is that I'm doing and being is of benefit to me and mine moving forward. You see me?
Yeah, of benefit to you. But we'll get there, innit? We'll get there. You do.
You know where I was going to go there,
you
innit?
do the put you first thing.
Is that still difficult for you?
I can hear that. No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
The put first thing has to... it's all about making sure you do your maximum levels, innit?
Yeah.
I think. So if I'm the forefront, then I'm going to hit it hard. And then kids and that will feel the ripple of me being my best.
1000%. Do you know what I mean?
So yeah, I get that.
Yeah, man. How you doing though? How's things?
Yeah. What you say? I'm busy doing. I'm the same as you. I got a lot going on. Do you know what? Actually, in all honesty, I slowed down.
That's good.
I've been running and chasing for as long as probably since college.
So now you're attracting.
And now I'm like, yeah,
because that's the difference. When you're running and chasing, to me, I'm not chasing nothing no more. I don't chase nothing. Do you know what I mean? Bar my purpose. And I still don't really chase that as such. It's only because I understand the meaning of chasing your purpose and all of those things there. But I don't chase nothing because that to me implicates that whatever it is that I'm wanting is running away from me. And I don't chase nothing that's running away from me. You understand? I attract what's needed. I attract what's needed and necessary.
I hear that.
And of most benefit to me and mine.
Yeah. I think right now man's on a case of, all right, so when I say chasing, you're chasing the next paycheck, you're chasing that bill.
No, that's my point. I know exactly what you mean, and I'm done doing it.
I'm over it, man.
I'm not chasing none of them things. I'm not chasing no gal. I'm not chasing no friendships. I'm not chasing a job. I'm not chasing the bag. I'm not chasing nothing. Yeah. But I'm about all those things.
100%.
I'm about attracting what's best for me and all them things there, but I'm not chasing it, bro.
So right now I'm on a thing of, do you know what? It's gonna be all right though. You know where man's in panic, chase.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, bro, it's been all right to this point. It's gonna be all right. Whatever it is.
And it's been all right, innit?
It's been, man's still here. Man can't wake up anymore and be like, oh no, bro, man woke up today. So what
What's
am I
that
doing?
sound, bro? Why is there birds?
Oh, something.
Wow, it's bad, you know.
Shen, you say you got more juice, Shen. Hey,
Yes, we could hear it.
I didn't fling my little beard comb in.
Where's your beard comb, bruv?
It's in my bag still.
What, do you need your beard comb right now?
I'm on the BHD, you know what I'm saying, Shen?
Man says...
Go on, to set the pace. Let me set the pace before I go and grab it, because I'm going to do that. You know why? Because I brought it to do it. I'm going to do that.
Listen, that's why
I'm trying to be me right now. I'm not on chasing no more. I'm in this present. And my present needs my beard combed. So I'm going to do that. But life-wise though,
Yeah.
like we said in the versions that we haven't put out, there's a few podcasts that we haven't put out. We have been in the studio, we ain't put them out yet.
Yes.
But let's set this off.
Certain people need to do certain things.
Yeah, but I don't want to do the past. I want to do today.
I get
That's
that.
what it is.
But those things are still relevant today.
We'll drop them.
Yeah.
We'll drop them.
Definitely.
So yeah, like I would have touched on in those episodes, man's moved off ends and stuff like that. So let's say the last month, I'm in a space of like, right, this is where I am. Do you know what I'm saying? I've been there since the beginning of the year. As I said in the podcast, we mentioned it.
Yeah.
But only within the last month, I'm just like, stop, man. And just, bro, I'm here. Do you know what? Let me buy a little cushion. Bro, like, this is my thing. Even if it's a set of cutlery. Because I got this today and I'm working with it. But now I'm in a space of like, no, bro, buy your little cutlery thing. Oh, that's nice. Buy a little cushion. Right, nice. So I'm in a space of like, cool. Where are we going from here? Hence, we're here today.
It's true.
New studio. We need to like, cool, let's go forward now. The chasing thing's done. Man was chasing to get to this point. Actually stop and realize, right, this is what I was chasing. What's the next thing now? So that's where man's at now still. You can respond to that when I get there.
No, you go get your comb.
Get me. She might be watching whoever she ends up being.
Well, right now you're in my camera, so she might not be seeing me. Get me just blocking. No, seriously, guys. He's gone to get the comb. Obviously, we're feeding ourselves slightly. Do you know what I mean? He's gone to like brush up on the beard. But his beard game is mad, though. His beard game is mad. So you got to game them one. Well, you got the oils as well. Man's got the oils. He's oiling it up.
Man don't usually do these things. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, nah, man, upgrade yourself, bro.
Upgrade yourself. I like that.
Needs to be on D levels. But I'm coming back with a topic for you, D.
Oh, you coming back with a topic for me? All right. And you know what? When you're saying you need to be on D's level, you don't need to be on. You need to be on your level. Do you understand? I don't mind being an inspiration. I don't mind adding to your level.
And you've been that, bro.
And you doing the same for me. I respect that.
You know my story. You've been that.
But ultimately, you got this comb is serious, bruv.
Shout out Bird Gang, Beard Gang. If you don't want sponsors in that.
Man said all different names to get to the right name. Beard Gang.
And if it's wrong, then I'll
right,
it.
safe.
So D, recently,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna pretend it was recent, but we're gonna use it as a topic of our conversation today. Yeah?
Okay.
Nah, I tell you what, where we start. We start with a post that I saw you post recently. The young lady, I don't know if we can share it or not, but the young lady saying along the lines of, I wish my parents separated sooner than they did. I might even stop the statement there. That was the strong statement that I took out. So all the rest around it, I understood and I resonated with. But I think if we start with responding to that, then I'll get to certain circumstances I've been through in relation to that kind of comment. But yeah, what do you think on that?
Well, you know, because I posted it.
But the people don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
Unless they start following.
But I mean, my thing is, I understood the sentiment behind what she was saying. Because if you read the comments, everybody understood the sentiment behind what she was saying. They agreed with what she was saying. And those that didn't, they still understood the sentiment. And there was some, I saw one comment, and I felt like they kind of miss what she meant. Again, they missed the sentiment because they were kind of like saying that she didn't understand the sacrifice her parents made and why they chose to do things in the way that they did it, and kind of looked at her like she was being spoiled and stuck up and all these things. And I was like, that was so far.
And ungrateful almost.
Yeah, and that was so far away from what she was saying and the sentiment behind what she was saying. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Because what she was saying is that she really wished that her parents had done what we just spoke about earlier when you said about putting myself first.
Oh, right. To be fair, I didn't even think of it like that.
No,
but
she goes into it. That's why the thing is, that was the part that stuck out for you.
that's what. Yeah.
But that was what she mentioned in particular about that. She felt that if only her parents had put themselves first and their happiness first, because then she would have seen the example of what that looked like.
Yeah, it's mad.
Do you know what I mean? She's not saying that she didn't appreciate the sacrifices and the choices and the decisions that her parents made. She's just saying that she wished they had put their happiness first.
Yeah.
Not thought about their happiness only and didn't have an awareness or a consideration for how that happiness may have affected their children, because ultimately they were always thinking about their kids, but they were thinking about their kids before them and their own happiness.
Yeah.
And that to me doesn't make most beneficial sense. Do you know what I mean? This thing is peeing me off, bruv. Even though I like it, it's peeing me off.
Can't take it out now.
Of course I can take it out, and I will, but I like it.
I just went off camera with the bare things.
No, you did. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out at some point, but it's getting me mad because I want to talk with. You get me?
Yeah, without having to think about it.
Yeah.
But
do you understand my point in terms of what she meant? It was like,
I fully get it. I wanted it to be something that we can elaborate on, because I'm sure it's a whole episode and that I haven't seen it personally. I only saw that snippet.
I haven't even seen the whole episode myself, but that snippet was exactly.
It was so powerful.
It talks directly to my soul, and it talks directly to me as a parent.
Okay, so that's where we're gonna end up, innit?
Yeah, it talks directly to me as a parent, because that is exactly my mindset on any relationship, but especially the relationship with my children's mum. Do you know what I mean?
We're there. Talk on it if you want.
Well, we've spoken on it many times, and for those, if it's their first episode and first time tuning into Dads Are Us Village E1T1, if it's your first time, I'm in a position whereby I don't care about titles, I don't care about statuses, I don't care about any of those things. I'm not saying that those that do, I judge or I've got an issue with them. No, do you, boo. But for me, you know what I mean? I'm not interested in any of those titles, and I'm really interested, in fact, and attracted to, not even in a sexual way. This is just in a spiritual manner. Do you know what I mean? I'm really attracted to people providing a safe space for themselves, right? Because then I know that they're willing to provide a safe space for others.
It's like love yourself first, right?
Yeah, if I can, listen, the most attractive thing is effort. And if I see somebody making effort with themselves, man, that shit is dope. Male or female, because I'm not talking about just the physicalities of effort. I'm talking about, I'm not talking about just making effort with how you look externally and on the surface. Like, even though the reason why I got this T in is because I like how I look. You know what I mean? But ultimately what I'm talking about is, even from brother to brother, to me, what's an attractive trait? An attractive trait is somebody making effort to level up. For self first, not self only. And that's ultimately what I think and felt she was talking about, and what she wanted and desired for her parents. Because she wanted them to be happy. She didn't want for them to sacrifice their happiness for them, because ultimately they still saw unhappiness in their parents.
Yeah, for certain.
So it's like you did all that, what I call sacrificial love. You led with all of that sacrificial love
to please me.
To please me, but I still saw the sacrifice and saw how much it tore you up, and the relationship between yourself and dad and mum.
And the thing is, beyond seeing it, she would have felt it as well.
Exactly, because some parents do a great job of hiding it.
Yeah.
Like my mum did a great job of hiding her ancestral pain or her own, like, growing up trauma, her own trauma. She did a great job of hiding that, and still does a great job of hiding it, but I feel it every single day.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad, like I haven't even tried to deep my above me, my parents and stuff like that as a youngster, but more in current times. I give it to my parents more on a current thing. Like today, I need you to do better for you. They're amazing and everything. So that sounded wrong, to do better, but better for yourself.
I know what you mean.
Like, I'm like, why it might be, let's say the yard thing, maybe. For example,
Yeah.
this is so amazing and it looks amazing, but I might want you to do better in terms of more comfortability now. It's hard to keep it and maintain, and I'm going and going. You're hitting the age, I want you to do better for you.
Yeah.
Maybe downsize. You get me? This is amazing. And you did this for us and for the grandkids, but actually right now I'm good. And my kids will be good. So your grandkids are good. My kids will be good. I'll make sure of that and so forth. What about you now? Thank you for all your sacrifice.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm grateful. Yeah, my siblings are grateful.
Same mindset as me, bro. That's where I'm at.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So this
I'm like, what does it look like for you to be happy, mum?
Oh man.
Like, what does happiness look like to you, mum, dad?
Yeah.
Like, if I ask my mum, what does happiness look like for you? The first person she's gonna mention is me.
Yeah. No. Thank you. Thanks.
Like, yeah,
it's
that's
cute.
beautiful.
You know them ones. It's cute.
Bro, the sentiment is dope. But bro, now check the double standard though. Shan, you know about this too. Shanna Banner's in the corner, innit? Dan, check this though. The double standard, yeah? If she were to ask me the question and said, son, what does happiness look like to you? And I said my kids before myself.
Yeah. She's not having that.
What? No way.
So she gets it then, that means.
Bruv, they all get it, bro. Even right now,
Do you know
every
what?
parent is nodding going,
Yeah, do you know what?
any parent who heard this is going, he's right. I would not want my kids to tell me that anyone comes before them.
Yeah.
Not even their own children, even if I understand it. Even a parent of a child that is now a parent. Yeah?
Yeah.
So
That
our
makes
mum,
sense.
right?
Makes sense.
If my mum, your mum, who is like another mum to me, Mummy D Wagwan, you know, I love you like cook food.
Man's
Yeah?
not leaving pups out of this.
No. We're talking about mums specifically because pups move differently.
Yes. And we'll get to our
the differently
circumstance.
because they still do the same thing, but it's done differently because most of them, they put that through making love to other women. Anyway,
They are where I'm at now, but we'll get to where we are now.
we'll get there. I'm just speaking about parents, but specifically the mums.
They're the nurturers.
They are the nurturers, they're the carers, right? Naturally, that's where they, you know what I mean, lead with. So, bruv, right now, every mum, because I'm speaking about them specifically, especially of a certain generation, even ask our children's mum. You think if I ask Cassie and say to her, Ra, my daughter's name is Kayla. We call her Lala for short. Watch Shanna's face when I say this. If I said Ra, if Lala came to me and said, yeah, dad, she now has her own children. Yeah, my kids come first. My kids come before me, dad. You think Auntie Shan's gonna have Kayla say that?
It sounds so much.
You think Cassie, biological mother, is going to have her daughter tell her that her children now come before her? So I said to Cassie, well, what good for the goose is obviously good for the gander.
It's weird to think about though.
Why is it weird though?
Because I understand it.
Go for it.
I understand it. But
you break it down to me.
It just sounds so mad that if my kids come to me and tell me, as long as my kids are happy, that I'm gonna pull them up. That's mad. But I'm gonna pull them up. I'm gonna say your kids will be okay, you know.
My mum is not having that,
They
bruv.
will be.
If my mum asks me, Mumsy asks me, son, are you okay? What's happiness look like to you? And I said, boy, as long as the kids are happy, my mum would say, I understand that, son, but the question I asked you was, what does happiness look like to you? Because of course the kids are going to be fine because I got you, blah, blah. My mum would then go into that and be like, yeah, no, but I'm asking you, what does happiness look like to you, son?
Yeah, mine would still. They're okay. Yeah, I know, but I just need to make sure. Daniel, they're okay. So yeah, it's true.
My mum would tell me that if I said to her, yeah, no, mum, I feel like a failure. Look, my children live with Cassie, yeah? Let's say in a council house. Let's go. So what? Am I less of a dad because I can't buy and provide a yard for them outright? Let me tell you straight, I am a bloody good dad, bruv. And I'm a good flipping guy, you understand? And I ain't less of that because I can't provide what I would like, want, rather prefer and desire. I provide what's needed and necessary. And I do that with flipping love, empathy, compassion, and a consistency that is undeniable, bruv. I'm not gonna let the external surface matrix tell me that I'm less than because I'm not providing certain things that comes under that subheading, bruv.
How do you define success?
I am success.
Okay. He said he is success.
I am success.
And I just like the way you say it because I agree. Do you get me? But like I said in the beginning, man's going through like this is where man's at and whatever.
Bro, do I desire more? Of course I do.
Right.
But you think I'm going to forget to celebrate where I'm at right now? Because guess what exists right now? Yeah. Guess what exists?
Right now exists.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yesterday is done.
Yeah.
Tomorrow hasn't arrived yet. So neither of them exist. So if you're going to ask me, how do I define success? I understand that there's a way to define it, and people are probably talking about other things and where they would like to be, and that's all great. If you ask me that, where I would like to be, I can tell you that. But understand that success to me is exactly where I'm at.
Can I disagree when you say there's a way people define it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even disagree. It sounded like you agree that there's a generic way.
Of course.
Yeah. But for me, recently, I'm like, you can't fucking tell me I'm not successful. Because you don't know where I was last year. So actually, the fact that, I don't know, my trainers are not some no-name, not that they're banging right now and that, you know what I mean?
No, but you're right.
But not that right now.
I was going to say, at least they're not Skoda or something, but Skoda's still a big name right now. But yeah, of course.
But the fact that I'm got on some Pumas and I brought them and they're still in good condition after X, Y, and Z time, you don't know where I was last week or last year.
Or yesterday.
So actually, you can't tell me I'm not. Yeah, but you haven't got millions, you haven't got a big house, you haven't got a big car. Brother, you don't know where I was last year, or you don't know my circumstances that man grew up with, or what I've seen as an example. I might be killing it for every example that I've seen. Yeah. So I don't think anyone, like, I don't think I will ever tell anyone ever again, like, not that I ever did, to be fair, but example, like, you need to do more, or that's not successful, or whatever. Bro, every individual has their own version of success in it. It's all good that we got problems and that, like, we got to wake up with this and we got to do that. But just take a moment sometimes and say, no, this is successful though. I'm sitting here with my brother with some cameras in front of us. That's classed as success because it was an idea at one point. Don't fucking, who are you to tell me this ain't successful? If 3 people watch it, are you mad?
Bruv.
That's success.
Success is being here right now. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know
being in this room.
Yeah, that's
with you, like you said, and us doing what we thought about.
Yeah, it's success. So just for yourself, if you're watching, innit, sometimes just celebrate your shit because you might have been, if you don't take the time to realize and think about it, whatever you was asking for, you might actually have right now, and you just haven't even taken the time to clock it.
That is 100,000% fact.
Because you're distracted with all the other shit.
Yeah, of course.
And that problem and that headache, you might not even taken the time to say, bro, I remember I was saying I'd love to have kids. You got a couple. I remember I'd love to have a car. You're driving. Yeah, there's fines and the insurance thing and petrol's gone up. Oh, Jesus, I'm on a ban, so I'm not feeling that right now. But acknowledge I got a car though.
The thing is, I think a lot of people forget, there's a saying, I can't remember how it goes, but I just kind of, you know me, I always find a way. But it's basically a lot of people are praying for what they wanted, and when they have it, they don't recognize that they've got what they prayed for yesterday. Do you know what I mean? And another thing is, like, a lot of people don't realize is that God, the universe, however you define the higher power, when you pray, God doesn't give you what you prayed for. You understand? God doesn't. He doesn't just give you what you pray for.
Okay, so if I throw in there straight away, that clears it for me.
No, watch. I'm gonna explain it. He gives you the opportunity to get what you pray for. He doesn't give you. If you pray for more money, he's not gonna give you more money.
Right.
He's gonna give you the opportunity to go make more money. But we often miss that because we just wanted to get to the destination.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? For example, if you're praying to get out of a certain relationship, God's not going to just get you out of that relationship.
Just tomorrow. Just like, yeah.
No, he's going to give you the opportunity to get out of the relationship. Are you going to see, and believe in those opportunities so you can get yourself out? Because God gives you the opportunity to do the work. Yeah. You understand?
Are you ready? If
Right.
you're ready, you will see it.
Exactly. That's ultimately what it is. It's like
If you're ready, you'll see it.
that. Well, that's why we're here.
I was gonna, without like tooting our horns and that, but yeah,
That's why we're here.
because where man wants to be, yeah, you don't even know where I want this to be, stuff like that. But I'm like, raw, the opportunity is there.
Bro, I get where people want me to be.
Yeah.
Like where you said, what do I define as success? Listen, sometimes people are they're so on me, Dan, to be like, nah, you should be in Hollywood. You should be this. You should be doing this with the sketches. Everyone's got an idea of where I should be, and it's beautiful. I love it. But it's like they're almost forgetting to understand where I'm at right now and celebrate that.
You're not celebrating where
Like there was a time, Shan can tell you, where I wouldn't even be online, bruv.
Yeah.
I couldn't edit videos. I wouldn't even go on Facebook or Instagram, none of them things. Now I edit my own things, bruv.
Of course, man wants more. Of course.
How can I not want more?
But
But what I'm
right
saying
now-
is I'm not focused on more over celebrating where I'm at right now. That doesn't mean that I'm not always building bricks, fam.
Do you know one of my feisty offsprings? Yeah, this wasn't even I don't even know how much I want to say how feisty my offspring was. This is like literally, I got them now, half term and that, innit? Literally was like, yeah, but daddy, like when my man is, it's not massive and that. Yeah, but daddy, you should be here, you should be there, and it's small. And then I'm so listen, yeah,
That is all based on their idea of what they think
and
is
hitting me with
supposed to
your this age and them kind of things. Said, yo, could you come here last year though?
be. Well, you see, at least you're teaching them that.
Well, boy, they don't really hear it yet. But I wouldn't hear it. Do you know
No,
what
they
I'm
will
saying?
hear it when
But
they get there.
When they get there, they'll be like, "Oh, I remember when Pop said this." So I say it with a smirk sometimes, or because I'm not hard on mine. You have your way of thinking and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, so I'll say with a smile, "You mad? Do you remember when we didn't have this sofa though? And Daddy actually couldn't have you. You crazy? So today, innit? Handle today, right now, right here. We're good.
Remind them of the reality, bruv. Remind them.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm constantly reminding people of when they say to me, Rah, D, you should be this. Rah, you lot's podcast is wicked, man. It should be, have you thought about doing this? Have you thought about doing that? That's great. And I really do appreciate all of the ideas and actually all of the belief. I love it. But without the celebration of where I'm at right now, allow me, innit?
Yeah,
Allow me. Because I see where you see me and I see me there too.
and I appreciate it.
And I do, but I don't see me there without seeing me here.
No, I feel you. So that was not even a curveball because you said something to make me ask you define success. But
Yeah. But going back to the
It all
original clip
relates.
though, the original clip
Yeah.
that you wanted to talk about the girl. Do you know what I mean? The young lady speaking
yeah,
about.
it connects and relates. So like on a dad tip then,
Yeah.
for example, again one of mine would be like they're grown now and we can have certain conversations.
Yeah.
And they be like yeah, but daddy, you left. Or daddy, where did you go when? But daddy, you wasn't there when I was crying. You left us, you left me and whatever. So when I heard that clip, yeah, it was very refreshing because I'm running with the hope. All my decisions today are running with the hope that mine say those exact words that she had said.
Right.
Yeah. So for me, when I heard it, it was almost a goosebumps moment because I'm like, it's possible. Like, right, it is possible for them to hit a certain age and understand that because I have. Do you get what I'm saying? So a case of like, yeah, but you left and whatnot. So how I dealt with that, yeah, I'm like, listen, I never, ever, ever have and never will leave you.
Right.
But you need to understand. So the reason why I'm going into this is because we need to understand that Dads Are Us platform, we have another point of view in it. Should we hit refresh that just in case the thing. We have another point of view in it. So she might be, I'm not saying she is, she might be growing with the understanding or the energy that he left. You know what I mean when I say he left.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that is the case. Is that cool? Is that cool? Yeah. Oh shit. I want to make it clear that I'm not saying that is the case and that is her teaching. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine with it. He doesn't mind because what he'll do is he'll just answer that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't bother him.
Yeah, man. I'm
This
good with
what
that.
he'll only use these ones as and when we're saying a certain point.
Yeah.
So it's those ones stopping and starting is kind of cool.
Yeah, man, that's calm.
Thank you, brother.
It's the magic of the edit. But
Magic of the edit.
I wanna make sure I get those words. Yeah, I wanna make sure I'm not saying that is the teachings or that is the case. We're trying to elaborate for the teachings and the understanding. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, like
the teachings and the growth, man.
And the growth.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Just in case they are growing with an understand, fuck it. I know peers that have grown with that understanding. My dad, I don't know my dad. My dad's this and my dad's
Where do you think that stems from for them? No, I know you don't want to say it like that because you don't want to make it look like,
because that won't be all the cases.
No, it won't be. But for the people that you're speaking about,
okay,
where did that come from?
So with a younger, ignorant mind,
yeah,
I'm gonna say that comes from mom.
Okay,
do you know what I'm saying? It might not be directly your dad, this and that. It might come through energetically. It might come through in the little thing you said under your breath. It might come through
your energy.
Energy, full stop.
Like whenever dad's mentioned,
yeah,
your eyes roll.
Right.
Whenever dad's mentioned, you walk away. Whenever dad is mentioned, there's something in your body language that allows the children to read and know and feel that there's a distaste.
Yeah, he's wrong
for this particular individual, which he may have played a part in.
Yeah.
I'm not, but
because I definitely did fully.
Yeah, and as did I. But my thing is, that doesn't stop me from wanting to be involved in the upbringing of our children.
The now, innit? I did do this and I did do that, but the now.
Yeah, like
I'm not saying just scrap it and just whatever.
Yeah, but what's just because it didn't work out between me and you?
Yeah.
How does that now equate to it doesn't work out to me being a good dad, even if I've shown some failures? I'm using air quotations, some failures in that space, but you've shown some failures in that space too. But you're allowed.
Yeah.
You're allowed the growth or the space, the safe space to be like, as a mom, of course you can make a mistake. As a dad, make a mistake, Ruben, and you're out. There's no 1, 2, 3. You're out. 1, bam, I knew it.
We don't even know mistakes of the mom too much. Well, no, that's a lie. I can't say for everyone. Generically,
not in the way that it is.
Not directly.
Yeah,
not direct. Like, no, you fucked up. Because we just see, no, you're great. You're a single mom. You're great. Well done for you. And we do well done and congratulate.
Of course.
It's just a case of trying to hear another point of view. So yeah, mine, like, let's say for example, anyone that loves me as a person, my friends and my family and stuff, I got a lot of love around me. Like, there's no way you can go and tell them he's a bad guy.
Yeah, no, straight.
Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, it's about trying to give that understanding of like there's a whole nother side to it. So what I had said to mine was like, listen, I've never ever left you. I clarified that. Never have, never will. You can always phone me. No, I've always been there, blah, blah, blah. I clarified that.
Yeah.
Firstly. Then I'm like, what you need to understand is, so let's say maybe my friends and family who I have heard say, that's this and that's that. I'm trying to offer another perspective because mine could easily grow and say the same thing. That this and he breathes down, and I heard it already as a youngster, she's young.
Yeah.
They were both there. But what I had to say to them was, listen, I don't want you to, how was that holiday we went to together as a family? I don't like family holidays. It was arguments. I said, okay, cool. Why do you think I want you to go through that every single day of your life when you wake up in the morning? They can't really say nothing in response. And I can't say too much because they're young still, innit? I just say enough to plant enough seeds in it. But I don't want you to grow with that every single day. And then you grow and think that's a relationship. You grow and think that's love. And you grow and think that's family.
Yeah. It's beautiful that you said you plant this seed. So even just in the way that you said it, so then they don't have to grow with that sort of idea of what a relationship. So that seed that you're planting, you're hoping for it to grow in a way that is of benefit to them.
Yeah.
That within itself is showing up in a way that I think it's not new, but it's new. Do you understand what I mean by that?
No.
It's because it's always been there. It's always been available and accessible for our dads and the dads before us. But we're not taught that.
Yeah. Well, we get to feel the negative energy, innit? Not me personally. I grew with mine and whatnot.
Yeah.
Until I was a grown ass, near enough adult.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's generally felt. Mum takes care of me. Mum's got me. He fucked up. He's a dickhead. He don't see me. Maybe he says to himself, no, I'm not going to use examples, myself. Maybe I say, if I go, it's going to be a problem. If I go or I make that phone call or whatever, I turn up, whatever, it's going to be a problem. That problem then creates a problem for the house. That energy then passes down. Boom, boom. I'm not saying I always mathematically think like this.
No, but you're saying that you're aware of the mathematics.
Sometimes man might be a dickhead or whatever it is. Let's own that.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you get me? That was a dickhead and this and that. He might have said like, wait, it's not healthy for you, for me to be there.
I think if I'm honest, Dan.
Maybe not all. Like,
no, if I'm honest.
You know what I'm saying?
If I'm honest, I think most do. They may not be able to articulate in the way that you just did.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
I try.
No, but what I'm trying to get you to understand and overstand and understand that I think most men, it's changing now though, but I think most men find it quite difficult to articulate themselves in the way that you just did and in the way that we do. Yeah, because when it comes to parenting and certain things in a relationship, and again, it doesn't have to be romantic. This isn't even in parenting, just co-parenting. We're kind of silenced as men and as dads. Like, don't have an opinion. I had a friend say to me, she doesn't want to hear what men have got to say.
It's madness. I hear it.
Obviously, shout out to my friend. She will know who she is, but I'm never going to out her like that. Because she also said, no, I've got time and I've got space for you, D, as an individual. And I love what you're about, but that's because you show up in a way that is blah, blah, blah. And I loved what she was saying to me and about me as an individual and how she will give and offer me that space. But her issue is that not all men show up in a way that myself and you are choosing to show up in. And my kind of, I say argument, but question to her was, so what, they don't deserve the same space then?
Yeah.
It's like, what? So because they don't show up in the way that even you and I wouldn't agree with. Because there's men who go a certain way that I'll be like, nah, bro, you can't navigate like that. That's not gonna have like even my voice, my energy's changed now when I chat to a man like that. Big man, you can't move like that. You get me?
Don't get it twisted. Man's gonna have quote unquote good and bad examples here.
Right. But my thing was asking her, I was like, Sarah, notice I come back down now. Because that's how I was talking to her. This was just all via message. It weren't even, but I wanted her to feel my tone. I was like, so what, them mans don't deserve a platform or a safe space to like speak. So even if we don't agree, because my big thing now, Dan, as you know, is like, I don't really care whether we agree or disagree. Right? Even if you can't, all right, let me say it to you like this, Dan, before we go back. I'm really big on showing and sharing a safe space of understanding, overstanding, understanding, empathy, compassion, love, and respect.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember any.
You don't have to remember. You don't have to. You don't have to remember because they all come under the subheading of love and respect.
And that's why man don't need to break them down. Because
no, but for the masses, you have to break it down because then they turn around and say, where was your empathy? Reba, that was a part of my respect, man. Allow me, man. What do you mean, where was my empathy? It was there when I, like, do you know what I mean? So I say it to you for a reason because you ain't got to remember all of those.
Yeah.
All you need to remember is if you can't remember all of what I said before, previously, all you have to really show up with is acceptance. Say that again without the T. Acceptance. I can't say it, bro. Can't come out properly. But you know what I'm saying. And respect for yourself and each other's human experience. Just accept and respect people's human experience. If you can't understand it, you can't overstand it, you can't understand it, you can't respect it, not respect it, you can't, show empathy, all of those things. Just accept and respect.
I think it's similar to, so like you said, she likes how you move. Almost like, no, you're a good man, D. You're special.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she might watch you and hopefully she says, he's a good man too or something like that. And I'm adding that, to almost emphasize, no, I'm someone's dickhead. Real dickhead. So whoever you think that person is, but he's different. I promise you not No, I promise you. If she was someone that can go on camera, I would feel no way to bring her, and she would say, no, he is a dickhead. It's going to be her opinion, though, and her point of view.
Because we have been someone's dickhead.
100%. And it's going to be her experience.
Do you get me?
So like you said,
I don't like how Shan's nodding hard in the corner. Like,
no, it's not
man,
agreeing.
no, man will get broke up for less, bro.
You know what it is? The point strong. She's
No,
not agreeing
but
with
man will get
dickheads.
broke up for less. Hey, you look, if you don't know my G Shanna Banner, yeah? If you know about me and my G, like, we roll everywhere, innit? That's how we do. But man will get broke up differently for that kind of agreeance. Like, Shan really gave, if you lot saw the nod, I really wish you lot saw, she said.
Yeah. Nah,
But
it's
that was
cool,
when
it's
I
cool.
said we've been someone's dickhead, bro. Like, and I don't even think it was for you, Dan.
That changes it then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even think it was for you.
Shan
It was
knows
like, it was me. It was
more
like,
your story
he's
than mine.
definitely a dickhead.
Yeah. Okay, cool. but we own that. We own that.
We know our relationship. You know the relationship I have with your sister. It's like the relationship I have with Shan.
Yeah.
He knows that. Ask Pingu if I've not been a dickhead.
Yeah, that's my sister. Thank you, Shan. Man sat here to say that we own that. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I respect
we
it.
can do the likable thing on the camera right now because this is our experience.
No, but also, Dan, sorry to cut you, but we can also do the likable experience because we are likable people. Because we don't show up as those dickheads in every aspect of our lives. Everybody. Shan nodded. Also, I'm hoping because she knows that she too has been a dickhead.
Yeah.
You get me? Look, watch her. Me? You know what? Let me use this as an example, though. There was a time me and Shan had a conversation, and off camera, she might shout and say, yeah, no, real talk. But as a woman, yeah, see if you get this one now, Dan, right? Yeah? But I said to Shan, raw, in a relationship between man and woman, yeah? Ban, you're not on, but you can just give me the nod, yeah? I can give the story. Yeah? What are you talking, bruv? Oh, carry on talking, man. But
The story. Do you know what?
I want you in.
Like how with dads of us, the kids are just level two.
Hey, sorry, he's getting the
You know
kids.
what, Shan, if you want to, Shan's out. Pingu's out there. Shan's coming to find Shan. Okay. Someone's coming to find Auntie Shan to find you. Are you in the building? Okay. Someone's coming.
Sorry, guys, we're just sorting out the kids.
I might hit it. Go to the reception. Tell Auntie.
No, I
Shan
know
to
you
go
will,
to
but
the
I quite
reception.
like it. This is real life.
Yeah, and someone's coming to get you. Okay.
You know what I mean? See, guys, she's a good dad.
Okay, love you. Love you. You're so special.
All right, bro, you have to leave this in just for that. Oh, man. But yeah, what's the story now? So, me and Shan was chatting one day. We was in the car. I think we might have done a little event and I've dropped myself off because I normally drive Shan's car. So I normally take myself to and from wherever we're going. Cool. I drop myself off so Shan can then go home. Often after an event or whatever we've done, we might sit down in the car and have a little catch up and a little chat. You get me? Cool. We're chatting. And I said to Shan, what I found personally with my conversations, this was years ago I had this conversation with her. This is probably going on, my daughter's 14. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I reckon this is maybe 10, 11 years ago.
Okay.
When Shan comes back in, I'll double check. Anyway, so we're having a conversation, Dan, and I say to her, my experience of relationships, right? And my experience of just not just my own, but being privy to other people's relationships, being that kind of person that people come and talk to and share how they feel and blah, blah, blah. When a relationship ends, it's always the men's fault. It's always the man's fault.
Oh, you're not with? What did you do?
Right. Now, I'm not saying that men don't play a part. Blah, of course we do. And more often than not, maybe the man's actions or behavior or something has taken place where he was the catalyst to the ending or the downfall of the relationship. Maybe.
100.
Right? Let's say it is. Okay, cool. But more often than not, women never ever look at themselves and think, what part did I play in a downfall? Remember, this was 10, 11 years ago, ladies. So those of you that may do it now, I'm not talking about now.
I was just about to say, I have a few combos where they say, no, I check myself still.
Right, now.
Yes.
This was then.
Yeah.
I've always considered my girls, if you don't know my homegirls, you know the reason why I have such a great relationship with women in my life is because I rate them. I honor them. Even if I'm a dickhead to them at some point in time, I rate them and I honor them. So anyway, I consider Shanna to be one of those women that I rate and honor. Yeah, she got her senses about her, like his sister. You know what I mean? No, well, go on. Anyway, I said to her, I find that women don't really think that they've played a part in the breakdown in a relationship. So even if, and I've used this to you now before,
11 years ago.
yeah, right. So even if their part was 0.1%, they're still 100% responsible for their 0.1, right? Okay. Shan looked at me when I said that to her because I said I find that women don't even think that they have anything to do with the breakdown, especially if the man was the catalyst. They feel as though it's
They
just
played no part.
They played no part.
You just went out and did
When I said that to Shan, a realization went in her head, bro. She went, I have genuinely thought that I have played zero part. I am zero responsible or accountable for any part of the breakdown of a relationship that I've been in. And she looked me dead in my eye and said, it was only till you said that to me, D, in the moment, that I really checked and goes, of course I played a part. And to this day, this is where she goes, it played a difference, made a difference into how she navigated in a relationship since then. And again, that doesn't mean that it hasn't been hard or she hasn't made any more mistakes. But that was one thing that she said to me that I kind of helped her digest and navigate differently, because she genuinely thought she played no part in the breakdown or the demise or the...
Yeah.
That for me was like raw.
I get that fully, man. I get that fully because a lot of the time we just got to take it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my fatherhood, I take it, man. I take it. Because mine is so obvious and direct.
What is in yours is
my
in the part you
mistakes
played.
and stuff
Right.
like that are so obvious and direct. You know, I did do that.
That is such a big thing that you said there, though.
Because they're obvious and direct.
Yeah,
They're at the forefront, innit?
But, you know, that's like... Mines are like this glass. But yours are like little pebbles, bro.
You think you don't put them pebbles in the glass and it's not the same size?
They all weigh the same.
Right, okay, cool. I did the typical thing, innit?
Yeah, I did
the typical.
Udruf.
Yeah, I did the
Look what he done. Everybody saw
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yours,
Yeah.
nobody saw none of it, right?
Right. And
Under the
that's-
radar.
And that's what we have to go through, innit? I guess that's where we're bringing it back to. That's what we have to go through. But sometimes you got to check, like, oh, I wonder what, do you get what I'm saying? I check my, well, let's be real, innit? I check my both my parents. But I check mum.
She can't find them.
No. Alright, now we'll probably do a pause. I definitely don't remember. Shit.
I'm not going to lie, Dan. I'm not sure where you were.
Shit, I definitely don't remember. I feel like my point was to say, we did the obvious. We did the obvious
Yeah.
and direct mistake and stuff like that. So, do you know what? I can't remember exactly. So let me bring it back to what I explained, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I'll never badmouth. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't ever want mine to grow with the energy of, like, I watched friends and family and stuff like that say, mine is a dickhead. Mine never did. I'll never badmouth mine to my children.
Yep.
And regardless of me and her thing, that's the best mom I could have ever asked for, innit, for mine. Do you know what I'm saying? Regardless.
I agree.
Like, the ex part, I might have some shit to say for days. But the mum part, I might not agree with some parts, but it's impossible to be perfect. They are perfect to me, innit? So what I say to mine is like, you'll learn. You'll see. I'll give little
Perfectly
seeds.
imperfect.
Yeah, I'll give you little seeds. Let me take it. All right, cool, daddy, you know. But daddy had to make a decision eventually. And I say this to say, I'll repeat again, maybe we should consider above us as well sometimes. Mine's was good. My pops love my pops and all that stuff. But other people, use us as an example, what we're going through. Potentially, there was reasons. So I told mine, daddy had to though. Daddy had to, because I didn't want you to see X, Y, and Z. I don't want you to think that's normal. And also, to be honest, I don't want you to grow up and not have a happy mum and dad. I tell mine all the time, your mum needs to be happy. And I say needs to, maybe it sounds wrong to be fair, so I might check myself on that and word it differently.
Well, but your intention is there. So
Yeah,
even if you're going to learn how to word it differently, your intention is that I want mummy to be happy.
I say start saying it like that. I want mummy to be happy. Are you mad? Are you crazy? Because I know that's going to benefit you. She's already great. How great she would be if she's happy. So I need to do the same, innit? I need to do the same, and we've gone full circle again. That's why it becomes like I'm gonna do me. Yeah, but daddy, you left and whatever. Boy, you'll understand. I leave it. You'll understand. That's why I always kind of end off like, you'll understand. I have to.
And they will, bro.
Yeah, and I'm holding on to that belief that.
To be honest, again, as I said, Dan, you're being the leading example of the change you want to see. So that's always going to teach them. Like, so even in, what they say, walks and all. So even like, as in
Walks.
Waltz, yeah. Waltz and all, bro. So even in your trials, tribulations, in everything, like your ups and your downs, they're going to see you and how you handle those situations. Because that's really where the lesson is. Like if they just see you always, let's say, quote unquote winning, or see you always quote unquote losing, that's not where the lesson is.
For sure.
The lesson's in how you handle those quote unquotes. That's what they're going to be paying attention to, even subconsciously. Because the world doesn't teach you that. The world teaches you that you're a winner if you get this result. But in actual fact, what you're going to teach them is you're a winner regardless of the result.
Regardless. Because
Do you know what I mean?
it was very different to today.
Right. That doesn't mean let's not aim for that.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do. For example, if my boys are really into football right now, I'm not saying to you don't aim to be your best, but if you've got an issue with losing, where's your lesson, bro? If you're like, oh, if I'm not the new Ronaldo or I'm not the new Messi or blah, 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 it's like, nah, bro, you need to be you.
Yeah.
Messi and Ronaldo are not the same.
I love it, LD. I love it. That's 2 letters. I love a loss. People say L in it. I love a loss.
All right,
I
cool.
flipped loss.
Because I was thinking what he was saying. You know what? I was going to be like, right, this is where my age is coming, boy.
No, I love an LD.
Right, I get it
I
now.
love a
Because I was like, what's an LD? But you meant like, I love an LD. I was like, right. You thought the same, but yo.
I caught myself though.
No, I'm glad you did, bro. Because I was just going to carry on like I knew I was going to like,
Those L's, man, walk with them so proudly, you know, because I don't call it. It's not L for loss for me. It's an L for lesson, isn't it?
1,000%.
I walk with those L's proudly. I'm going to find the L tomorrow.
Man said, what did man say to me? I saw something I posted the other day, which I haven't posted yet, but he said something about an L and an L, but it's like a loss and something else. Oh, loss and learn. And he was like, both of them are a win because you put those together and that's just a big W. The L and the L.
Yeah.
The L and the L. And I was like, raw.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
As in, like, if you put it together, boy.
Yeah.
Get me?
It's a bit of a bent one, yeah. It's a bit funny.
well, if you put the L's like that.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? Not if you put them like that, because then it's just a box.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Change the perspective of it.
Yeah, and it was like, it's like every situation, again, as we spoke about, is an opportunity to learn, to change, to grow and evolve. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing to me is a loss like that. Everything is a win, or at least an opportunity to win.
Man, search for those L's. I search for them now. I search for that accountability because that's the only way man's gonna grow. I'm accountable for not being in a yard last year.
I love that, bro. But like you said, like even though I love that you're calling it L, because you're not considering it L. So I love the intention.
Not calling it a loss.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But I need people to understand that. So when he's saying he's searching for them L's, he means that he's searching for the opportunity to be accountable and responsible.
Yeah, man, search for those lessons.
That's a win, bruv.
Man, search for those lessons. So
that's a win. Read, this drink has lasted me. I'm glad I never went for a second.
Oh no, this is second one strong.
Nah, man, I'm taking it easy. I ain't eating. You get me? This man's got me doing podcasts and drinking. We're drinking Ray, Ray and his nephew, brother.
Same thing. But yeah, man. So I think I said a few times, like, so consider our relationships with above us. But actually also, man, like, it's a dad's platform. We're gonna try and talk our case. Do you know what I'm saying? So also, any mom that's going through like that's this and that's that, as we said, there is a level of your 0.001% to take. Don't ever get it twisted.
Come and talk to us, man.
Man hit the forefront and did the big thing, but actually, there's 0.01 that you did that might have made me do that or
contributed.
Or contribution.
Contributed. And that's all it is. We're talking about.
So you might have contributed. You might have. I'm not saying he did right and so forth.
Because that's his contribution.
Yeah, right.
His contribution might be 99.99.
His contribution's there for the world. Oh, men.
You'll know what his
Men
is.
do this and that. Men
Great.
do that and that.
And I don't want to say it with that energy of rolling my eyes energy. But whatever his contribution is, let's take that seriously. Whatever his contribution is, he's responsible and accountable for that. You're not.
Yeah. And even if he's not ready to accept and own that,
That's his business.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't let your ego lead and then stop your kids from having access to their dad. That's it. That's all you want to ensure that you, like, if he doesn't want to have access to the access you are giving him, that's different.
Yeah, that's a whole deeper level.
If he doesn't want to take advantage to the access that you are actually giving him, don't close that off. And there is a time when I get that you've got to protect your children. And to be honest, there isn't a time that is always the case. We're always protecting our children, but there's a time and a place for it to be cut off, man.
Like, yeah, that's not safe. There's
Yeah, man.
it's
Like,
different. Like,
I've asked a lot of women, like,
for
do you
some, sorry.
Yeah, not for some. I've asked a lot of women, do you think that your child isn't safe? And they've landed, well, I don't think he's going to do, and it's like, no.
Sometimes I'm like, are they home? Yeah, but are they home? Are they home?
Like, on the real, Dan.
And
like,
are they smiling?
yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck.
I'll listen to the rest in it, but Jesus Christ, can we stop
Bro,
this conversation here?
Sometimes I'm having a conversation with them and I'm like, do you realize that it's your ego speaking? And they go, yeah. I say, so how is that helping?
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah, but why is it all right for them to go in it? So now, what is it, a competition? What do you mean, why is it all right? I'm not saying it's all right.
No.
But I don't know him and I'm not having a conversation with him.
Yeah.
I'm having a conversation with you. I know you. Is what you're doing and how you're moving and navigating, is it of the most benefit? Yes or no? No. So change, man.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to change for him. I'm not telling you to tolerate his behavior.
Do it for yourself, man.
I'm just saying, how is this helping your soul and your child?
Do it for yourself. So yeah, no.
But if I navigated like that there, Dan, boy.
Yeah, no, man's definitely done that, moving with negative energy and stuff like that, and responding in the incorrect ways and so forth. And I'm still am, to be honest. I want to make it sound like I'm sat here like, man, some king and that. But yeah, man.
No, you are a king, bro.
But yeah.
Oh, no, I look directly in the camera for that. No, you're a king, brother. Are you mad?
Thank you.
You're a king, fam.
No, definitely. But imperfect then.
Yeah, no, sometimes
It's not gonna make
as a king we behave like the jester.
Yeah, like, there you go. So takeaways, man, like we deem success as whatever we want to deem it. I think nothing we'll ever talk about here is going to be factual to the world.
Yeah, but it's factual to us.
It's factual to us.
Because it's our experience that we're talking about.
So I deem success to be whatever the person calls it.
Right.
Whatever the person classes as. So regardless of what they are or are not being taught subconsciously through feelings and stuff like that, I make sure I let mine know, no, this is success. This is because daddy could have had you here, there, and made you like this.
Hey, yo, Dan, come on. We have to take a moment and do a cheers for that.
And so and so.
Because Dan's grown, you know. Dan's grown. I've known man from when he was like,
We got to give some takeaways.
when he was a little bit, you get me? Danny just, hey, Dan, can you make me a drink? And man would just run around and make me the drink. And now man's got a full beard and he's combing in and oiling it.
Man's trying to have acceptance.
Hey, stop the try thing.
Man is having acceptance. I was going through acceptance. You can tell me all you like about my bads because I know them now. I accept them.
Yeah.
I definitely did. So I'm doing tomorrow. Do you want to keep talking about yesterday? Do you want to? Because I'm trying to do tomorrow. I know. Do you want to keep doing
No,
that?
actually,
So
I'm trying to do today.
I'm trying, right.
Because
Well, that's
tomorrow
it.
don't
Tomorrow.
exist.
That's true.
You understand? So I ain't even trying to talk about tomorrow because guess what? We'll get to tomorrow and everything I told you might change. And now I'm a liar.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a whole next relationship.
But you understand now because if I tell you what's happening
I know I
tomorrow,
promised you we're doing hubby and wifey vibes, innit? I'm saying, but it changed, didn't it? Sometimes we go through that as man. Them we go
why
through.
is Danny in the mic? I know I told you about we was gonna do hubby and wife.
Man, go through that. These days, I have a conversation and I say,
No, I
listen,
like
from the
conversation.
get-go. Yeah, I have conversations from the get-go and say, listen, I'm gonna tell you some shit now, and tomorrow, I know me now, and I accept me. Tomorrow, I might just not phone. I might not, and it doesn't mean I'm a liar though. Don't fucking call me a liar. Do you know what I'm saying?
Raw.
I'm
Hey,
touching
did
on
you look feel
feelings
the passion
because
from
I've
Dan?
been through it so many times because I missed the nice guy persona, but then it's not that I became a horrible guy. Shit changed tomorrow. It changed. It changed tomorrow. Yesterday we didn't have that convo. Yesterday we didn't beat. I don't know. Whatever it is.
What, yesterday we didn't what?
This is the examples. Isn't it?
But I wanted to be I wanted to be sure of what you said. Did you say we didn't beat?
I did say beat still. And shit can change the next day. Like, but as long as we're in agreement to do this together, and I've let you know from the get go, if we do, this is your choice. This is our choice. This is
Dan,
our choice.
here's the issue.
I know we're going to take stuff.
No, it's fine because we're almost cutting out. Yeah, as in we're cutting off. We're signing off soon. But here's the issue. Yeah, doing things together works, right? But the only time doing things together works from a heterosexual standpoint. Yeah, we're men, heterosexual men. We're into women. I'm not trying to discriminate against any pronouns.
Yeah.
So, when in a heterosexual relationship, be that romantic or platonic, because trust me, I've had it in platonic relationships, Shanna, yeah, where you can, and all the Shans, all of my girls, you lot all know who you are.
A few Shans,
You get me? Right? Whereby you can be doing something together, but together is still, it only works when together is all looking in the fucking same direction. When it all meets and matches the same narrative and perspective.
Yeah, but when it switches direction, my point is though.
I know what your point is.
Stop fucking dissing us all the time, man. Shit.
Hey,
Some of us are not bad guys.
Shan, look at him looking in the mic. No, Shan, look how he's talking to the mic.
Some men are not bad guys. Some man.
Wait, no, Shan, wait. Don't.
And the thing is, women do it too. Sometimes a man might get so caught up and so on and so forth, and she might say, actually, yesterday was so sick, but actually today.
No, Dan, what you're saying is fine. Sometimes it does happen, but we are speaking from our perspective. Sometimes I don't want to always have to give the disclaimer, even though I'm the disclaimer king, because I gave it about my tea and my lisp. And I do it on every episode, Danny will tell you. I do. And so does Danny. We've got into the habit of it.
Definitely.
But sometimes the disclaimer's not needed, man.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm me, innit?
Like, yeah, we know it goes the other way, but we're talking about this way.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. We're not talking about that way. We're not talking about from the perspective of a woman, because we're not women.
Yeah. We're just trying to have a little.
So I'm sharing it. We are sharing it from our perspective. And what we're saying is, when things don't meet, ladies, when things don't meet and match your perspective and narrative, allow me in it. You're allowed to say, that don't meet and match my perspective and narrative. Nah, bun that. I'm not on that. And I'm allowed to go, oh, but this is mine. And we decide where we want to go from there. And just because it's not what you want, like, prefer, rather, and desire, don't project and judge and lead with your expectations of me and what you thought we are and were and is. And I'm talking, again, this also happens in platonic relationships, brother. I'm telling you, brother. It's not always romantic. You know what I mean?
They good, yeah.
We're talking, and then all of a sudden, what are you saying? What is our cameras on? I'll talk directly to you.
The 20-minute thing, the half an hour thing? They come. Okay, cool.
I'm just saying, for our ladies, from our perspective, Dan, allow us in it. Once we've shared ours, if it don't work for you, cool. And if it don't work for us, cool.
Yeah. Don't label, man, all the time. Sometimes we deserve the labels. All the time, it can get tiring. We go through a lot.
Bruv, listen.
As do people, full stop.
Dan, label us all the time if you want. Just don't lead with the label.
Or don't lead.
So if you want to say, right now, you're a scumbag, fam. That's how I feel about you. Cool. But don't project that onto me, especially when I've been honest with you.
Yeah.
Just because my honesty you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to like it. But I've been honest, because all that does is make me go, I don't want to tell you the truth.
I'll be like, who lied? I didn't lie. This was our decision, no? This was our decision. I didn't lie. Do you know what I'm saying?
And now you're a gaslighting narcissist, bruv.
And oh shit. Are you telling me that? Or?
That's what happens. You got to be careful.
Man, hear them kind of words.
You got to be careful with how you speak.
I was about to say, all right, street people, check me if you need to check.
No, I don't think, because I know you and I know your intention.
Okay, cool.
But when sometimes the definitions, like you said about the titles and the labels, when you say a certain thing, because it doesn't meet and match certain people's perspective and narrative, now I'm a narcissist. Now I'm gaslighting you. What? Because I told you the truth.
And
from my perspective.
Yeah. And because this is not 5 years ago now, and I actually think different, it doesn't mean none of that. It's just different. So yeah, man, like flipping. Yeah, man, just you know, try to have a space to not be so judgmental. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, D's seeing this conversation completely different to how I'm seeing it, and that's cool. And Chan's seeing it very different to how I'm seeing it, and that's cool. So sometimes your relationship is the same, innit? It's like he definitely did do that to you. He definitely did. He did, and me as a man, I definitely did to her.
Me too.
But, yeah, but when I told a story though, those pebbles are a lot for man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love that.
And
I
sometimes
love that you said it like that.
those pebbles, yeah. Sometimes so anyone who thinks X, Y, and Z about their mum and dad, innit? But dad's platform, and we hear dads more often. So whatever man or woman thinks about dad, just try to have a little space of, I wonder if. And anyone who thinks about their baby father, which is a bad term to use, I don't ever use baby mother personally, and she doesn't ever use baby father. Anyone who ever thinks that about baby father or baby mother, sometimes just try to create a little space of, but I wonder how their side is, or I wonder what that 0.01% is and stuff like that. I am a man that has definitely left the household.
Right.
But there's a bigger picture to, if someone sits there, if my kids go to college the same way my friends did and saying, oh, that's dickhead, he just left, I'm going to be so hurt about that. Because it wasn't that simple. Actually, it was a hard decision to leave the house. Actually.
But that right there is a story that we need to tell.
Yeah, we'll get into, yeah.
No, bro. That right there will be our next episode.
Well, yeah, there you go. Because actually it took a very long time for man to leave that.
Because it's really important.
It was a hard one.
And integral that we tell that story.
How dare I?
Because I still feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm still dealing with that. Okay. Like, what do I do? And how's that going to impact on my children and my family dynamic that I honor and love so much?
I've never really thought of the situation like that, to be fair.
Like, what do I do, bruv?
Yeah, I haven't thought.
What do I do? Like, that doesn't, because all I've seen we'll go into it obviously in the next episode, but all I've seen is when men leave, it's hard, man. It's hard. Yeah. I'm not even going to lie. It's hard. All I see is, again, this is only from my perspective. I'm not saying that these women are evil, because the women that I've seen do it to the men that I know are really good women. Mm-hmm. And I've seen them become not disgusting women. I've seen them behave disgustingly. Yeah. Because I still don't think that they should be called disgusting.
Because our relationship is not that with them.
I don't believe that even my friend, the guys that I know that have, I don't believe that their relationship, it is disgusting with them, but I don't believe that they do think they're disgusting. They do. But I am there as the reminder to let them know that this is how they're choosing to show up right now. And this is the woman you chose to have your children. So know that her behavior is disgusting, but she's not. Even if, unfortunately, the disgusting behavior is like almost 90% of the interaction you have with her.
Man, focus on the good, man.
You have to. And I have a brethren in particular who does. Do you know what I mean? And he's willing to come on.
Oh, no, we're going to get loads.
Hams. Big up man like Hammy. Loads. Do you get me? But that alone is something that I've definitely thought about, because I've seen it happen. And I've said it to Cassie. Like, my fear is that if and it's not the reason why I do what I do, but I'm aware of it. It's a contributing factor. Yeah. That if I did a certain thing, how are you going to behave?
That's mad.
You're going to stop me from seeing my kids? Because that's what I've seen. All the women who said they would never do that, they've done it. These are women I know who are with men that are my brothers. So I've seen these women. I've seen them grow. I've seen them grow as women individually and women with the men that I know. Yeah. And these women have said never. And they did it. Cassie has told me never. But she did, bruv. I'm the guy that would never, ever do a madness, because it's never been done. So I say that confidently. But if Cassie stopped me from seeing, my kids are big now, so it can't happen. But it could happen. Yeah. She could still say it.
Or destructive in any sort of shape or
form. If Cassie knows, Cassie would be looking at this episode now and be like, this boy, he knows I would never do that. And I keep telling him. But I've seen, we laugh and joke about it, but I've seen every woman say they would never, and they did it. As in, every single woman,
It's a lot still.
bar my mother. And that's the most important woman. So that's what gives me hope. My mum never did it.
And hear this example, yeah. The women that are sitting there right now saying, actually, no, not me, because you're saying every single woman, and I almost want to defend it.
In my experience, I can't. How can I talk about you, sis? I don't know you.
There you go. There you go.
And even if I know you, I don't know your experience.
So here, what you do, you flip that back to the baby father and the dads and so forth. It's the same thing. Don't generalize, man.
Yeah.
Don't wrap man up and be like, we all do this and we all do that. There might be reasons. It might have been a tough decision. It might be he is a dickhead. We're gonna get them on because man don't want to pretend that they don't exist.
I think we need to have
Yeah.
the mans that might
Which we
fall
keep
under
saying.
that heading, just so they can see that we want to teach, we want to listen, because I don't know what he's thinking or feeling.
Yeah. Which so we keep saying it goes across the board, doesn't it? Just right now, the people that we are, the people that we know, do you know what I'm saying, are generally good people and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Just try to have a space of there could be a reason. There could be a 0.01%. That goes for above me, my parents, my grandparents.
Bro, it's
Do you know what I'm
continuous.
saying? Yeah, and it can go for your current baby father, and it can go for your children. Your children are whatever you're putting your baby father through, yeah. Like, look at it like this. Certain times, my children's mother is not a horrible person and so on and so forth. So I'm trying to be very careful when I say this. I don't want my son to go through what I've been through.
I know exactly.
I also don't want my daughter to go through what I put her mum through. Don't get it twisted.
So you don't want your son to go through what you went through, and you don't want your daughter to go through what her mum went through.
I pray that you don't say, oh, seeing my son have to go through what I went through.
But the lesson is, even if they go through it, they will know how to navigate.
Yeah, well,
Because you can't prevent them from going through life. And what is like, yeah, you can want them not to go through what you went through, but the likelihood of that happening is slim, because you've got to go through shit in order to come out and smell like fragrance, baby.
You can't grow. What's the diamonds, concrete, all that stuff.
Yeah, you can't grow without the manure.
Nah, man, but the diamonds come from rough or some shit.
Oh, they can't. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That one.
You get me?
But yeah, we can wrap up this camera stopped still. But yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like we've touched on those final
No,
points.
I feel we can wrap it up.
a few final times. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, my kids just walked in.
The kids just
and my
walked in.
niece
So it's a
and that.
beautiful. Your niece
Hey,
walked
come
in
on.
and that.
then Pingu and that.
So wait, hold on. Can you let
But
us
we
get
just
there?
said Pingu. We just said Pingu.
See what I mean?
That's what man has to
You see
go
what I
through.
mean? You
Yeah?
see, you know how we talk about it. You see how I told
what
you
I'm
about my
saying?
sister in here. You see how I told
She's
you.
ready to say hello. And
When I tell you I love this girl, yeah, but when I say that her mouth is so fast,
hey, big up, sis. Sis
no, you can say that, and I will always say big up, sis.
Sis gave man a little
Get me?
opportunities recently, man. Changed man's lives and that. You get me?
It's not just recently, blood.
No, boy, forever.
Let's be real. You get me?
Still, but
Get
yeah,
me?
man.
Man like Pingu's been in my life for many years. You get me?
We say, kids, you want to go on camera, no?
Get me? She's changed lives from how long? You get me?
one's
Seeing
no, and
seeing
this
that.
one's
What you
like,
coming on, sis?
maybe.
You coming in?
Maybe.
What's her about? She's there. She was throwing up gang signs just a minute ago, and now she's like, no. She's all lady, like, no.
hey, listen, we see me back. Listen, we're home now. We found a home.
Yeah, this is the hub.
It's been hard not to discredit anywhere we've been before. Where we've been a few places.
No,
Not to
no.
discredit those.
No.
But location, timing in life,
This is perfect.
so on and so forth. So we're here now, innit? So we'll get more consistent and stuff like that. And those episodes might come out. They might not. They will. They
No,
will
stop
resurface.
that. Might you see
Sorry,
this
they will
might not talk
resurface.
that you have.
They will resurface. Maybe we do them like a year after they were shot. or
No,
something
that
like
you
that.
see all of that. What
And
you're
then-
doing.
and then compare like, right, look where man is, and look at
All
that
of that
episode.
that you're doing is upsetting me because there's bare gems in that one that we did. Yeah,
we do today.
like come man, like there's bare gems. You know what I mean? And we have to showcase like wait. We call her a kitty, but what's a
Yeah, there's an episode with that's the first guest, no, second guest. Yeah, first mom. So yeah, that episode they will come out.
Who's our first guest, bro? Oh, Simon. Sorry, Si.
So yeah, man. Anyway,
Yeah, we're gonna sign off.
Village-
Love you and leave you lot. Yeah?
Village E1 T1 and all that stuff. You
That's
get
our
me?
Ross. Cheers, brother.
Boom. Sick. Look at my son's looking at me like My dad's doing that YouTube stuff. Cause we ain't pressed stop yet. Go on, Pingu. Yeah? Pingu to Dwayne and sister to me. Go on. Go on.
That one was full. No, you would. That one's still on. I'm gonna put it in edit.
We stopped.
That one's still on. Go on.
No,
keep talking.
We stopped.
Is that one still on?
Yeah, that one's still on.
Yeah. Go on. Keep talking.
Yeah, but we stopped though, Shan. Go on.
What we smell of? I hope it's alcohol.
No, as soon as I
Or
walked
green.
in the room, it stinks of Ray and his nephew.
Yeah, but what
well,
does
yeah,
Ray
that's
and his
calm.
nephew
Yeah,
do? So how you say
That's
we
calm.
stink?
Good night. That's calm.
That was just the way it came out, Tunda.
Nah,
You hear the
flip it
nicknames
back.
that man has.
Flip it back. We leave this edit in. That's hold on.
Man's got the-
Hold
man's got the teeth now.
on. Hold on. Yeah, the fact that there's no cameras right now. Wait, D.
Yes, brother.
I'm gonna go back into podcasts and say that's what you need to stop doing.
Okay.
Think
talk it.
about your wording.
Oh,
Think about
you
your
know
wording.
what? That is a beautiful.
Because man will go home and say, "Right, I stink." No,
See,
you said it wrong.
Had Sister Pingu come in and said, "Right, smells of Ray and nephew in
Man
here."
would have said, "What? Pour
Is
some."
it- you get me? You want? But she said, "You lot stink in here still."
So now you go home. You go home with a whole different conversation in your head.
And I'm that guy that really cares about fragrance. I smell sweet
You get
daily. You hear me?
Sorry, sisters, but yeah.
Nah, but
You get it now,
You wanna
man.
come in now? You wanna come in and say hi?
I'm not prepared.
Look at you. You come on the next one though, yeah?
On the next one.